morning sunshine. Wipe the sleep from your head and get your ass in line.
Huh. Well, good morning. Happy Sunday. Wow. End of June. Nuts, huh? Already. End of June, moving right into July. Going to be a good month, man. Lots of stuff coming up. Lots of great events. This week's going to be a little weird because, it's a holiday weekend. So, that being said, yesterday was pretty stinking awesome. Good times yesterday. Went to a bunch of events. First off, I went to the Fentanyl Awareness Poker Run. The Granite Falls Eagle Riders. What a great time, a great showing. Lots of people showed up for what was a very cool event. I wish I could have rode a little farther with them, but there was a very cool event. I wish I could have rode a little farther with them, but there was other things that needed to be attended to yesterday as well. Also, Daryl and I rode out to the motorcycle show at Sound Harley Davidson. Great times there. The crew out there put on a fantastic show. Lots of great bikes. Pictures are up on the Facebook page if you want to see what those bikes look like. Man, there was some really interesting motorcycles there. Lots of good people. Lots and lots of fun. I had a great time, and so did Daryl. And then, of course, after that, I rode on over to Snohomish for the celebration of life for Kenny Reagan, who passed away motorcycling tragically earlier this year. Very traumatic situation, but we'll miss Kenny, and just there to celebrate his life. His plaque placement will happen on the Riders Remembered Memorial Wall on August 22nd. So if you're interested in that, that's going to be a great ride, man. The annual, it's always a huge, hundreds of bikes show up for that event, so look for that now. August 22nd, the Riders Remembered Memorial Annual Run. It's a blast. Going to be a good time. Lots to go through. This is going to be a different week, so we're just going to kind of get down to it and see what's going on, because the holiday kind of always throws things in a little bit of a funk here. I know that there's some good rides coming up, but how many? We'll find out. Let's take a look and see what we got coming up this week, huh? It sounds like fun to me, anyhow. We're going to start out with today. Look at this, man. Well, the mouse has gone berserk. What's going on with this mouse? I tell you what. Okay, today we got the Seattle Children's Hospital Poker Run. It's put on by the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Registration's at 8 o'clock, which is now. Kickstands go up at 10, so you got a couple hours to get there, man. And it's $25. It's taken off from the Fraternal Order of Eagles. They're in Longview, Washington, right there, 1526 12th Avenue. So if you want to go raise some money for Children's Hospital and you're in the Longview area, that is the place to be today. Also going on today, we have Cody Jack's Memorial Ride happening today, Sunday, June 28th, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. It's taking place at 521 Slater Kinney Road, right there. What do we got going on also coming up this week? Thursday, the 30th. Wow, last day of the month, which is a Tuesday. We have a bike night. Oh, at the Nodding Donkey Bar. Man, these guys are relentless, the Ellensburg Riders. They're out there every Tuesday night. It's always a good time at the Nodding Donkey Bar right there on University Way in Ellensburg. Great people, great times, great establishment. So if you're in that Ellensburg area, man, don't miss that one. It's a fantastic time. Wednesday, July 1st. Look at that, man. 1st of July is upon us already. We got a motorcycle show on a Wednesday. That's kind of a little odd, but it is what it is, right? Motorcycle show Wednesday, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. at the Creekside Ale House and Grill in Lake Stevens, Washington. Right there in my own own backyard. So obviously, Wednesday after work, I'm just going to have to ride on down and check that out and see what's going on. Interesting times there, man. I'll definitely have to show up for that one. Wednesday night. Also Wednesday night, bike night, green and white. Monthly on the first Wednesday at O'Malley's Irish Pub in Tacoma, Washington, 2403 6th Avenue, Tacoma. Should be a fun time with the green and white. So if you get a chance, man, and you're in Tacoma, that's what's going on Wednesday. Also Wednesday night, another bike night, Brothers in Arms Motorcycle Club, the North Puget Sound chapter, is having a bike night at the All Sports Bar and Grill in Oak Harbor, Washington. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about this bike night and these people. So, man, if you're in the Oak Harbor area, that's the place to be Wednesday night, man. Go out and check out the Brothers in Arms. What else we got going on coming up this week? That'll move us into Friday, July 3rd, the day before the big explosion, right? We got Fridays on Francis, meet and greet with a Spokane Friday night. Francis Avenue, Spokane, Washington, 5 o'clock p.m. until it's done. It's always a good time out there on Francis, so don't miss it if you can. And once again, it's Throttle and Vibes Motorcycle Meet and Greet happens every Friday at the YMCA, Southwest Washington, Longview, Washington. Good times with Throttle and Vibes, so it's we'll see if that holds up through the holiday weekend, right? That moves us into Saturday, July 4th. We have Freewheeling Riders, Hot and Cold. As far as I know, I haven't heard from Jay, but as far as I know, they'll be out there on July 4th at the Creamery in Marysville, having a cup of coffee, a discussion, and thinking about where to ride next. So if you're not doing anything and you're in the Marysville area, you might try the Creamery right there, meet about 9 o'clock, have a chat with them and go for a ride. Also July 4th, man, Irish McKinney's Crystal Mountain Coast. Now, I know 100% for sure that this one's going on the 4th of July. So if you're looking for somewhere to ride on the 4th of July, this is the one to go to. It starts out from World of Mayhem right there in on Des Moines Memorial Drive. I guess it's a Seattle address. But you can find the address here on our calendar. You can click the blue link and see what's going on. The kickstands go up at 9 o'clock. They ride to several of Irish's favorite stops. They end up at the top up there at the Crystal Mountain ski area, and they cut the motors, coast down the hill. It's an absolute blast. Everyone I know that's been to it absolutely loved it, had a great time. So if you're looking for something to do and a place to ride on the 4th of July, that is the one to be at. Like I said, definitely come to our calendar, check the link. You can see the blue hyperlink down there. That will give you more information, as I think they're having several different meetup locations before they get started on that one. Also, July 4th, Bike Day at the Mill, right there in Milton, Washington. The Mill Steakhouse and Spirits. Another place you can just ride on in and kind of hang out and get joined by some other riders and maybe create your own ride or come up with something interesting to do on that day if you're not already committed to doing something. And then we have this one. I already know. This one's canceled. Bike Night with the Kadakan Brotherhood. They have canceled it due to the holiday. So there will be no Bike Night at the Corner Bar and Grill on Saturday, July 4th. There will be the other Bike Night coming up a little bit later with the Kadakans, but not on July 4th. That'll move us into Sunday, July 5th, and the calendar for that day looks like it is empty. I'm going to say largely because it's a holiday, man. People are going to be out camping, having a good time with their families, doing all that stuff. So there just isn't a ton of motorcycle events on the 4th of July weekend. But one thing I will mention, and it's very important to me because it is a holiday weekend, if you're going to be out riding, man, you need to be extra careful. There's going to be plenty of people out on the road who are excited about the holiday. Maybe you've had a few extra drinks or their mind's elsewhere. They're working with their screaming kids in the back seat or whatever, and they're going to be just a little distracted and maybe not paying attention to motorcycles, traffic, and other things like they should. So if you're riding this weekend coming up, be extra careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't get in a hurry. That's all I can say. Man, it's going to be a fun and exciting month coming up. Lots going on. Lots of great rides coming up in July. I have to get busy working on the July events map, which is where we're going probably next, right after this live stream. Start getting that put together. So if you want your event on the July map and you haven't submitted your flyer in here, we haven't got you on the calendar yet, you got just a few more minutes or maybe half a day to do so. But the July map's coming out. So that being said, I'm going to go get to work on it here right away. Anyways, it was great to see so many of you yesterday. A lot of fun. I'll be looking forward to seeing a bunch more of you out there in the wind again later during the week. So take care. I'll see you soon.